Hi, I'm Bob Shmob, and I'm running for mayor of Krakatopia. The Krakatopia River has many sources of both point source and non-point source pollution. Point source pollution is easy to identify. You can easily point to the specific source of pollution. Non-point source pollution is not easily identified. An example of point source pollution is an oil spill. An example of non-point source pollution is littering. One point source pollution that the Krakatopia River has is heavy metals. The mine in Krakatopia spews heavy metals into the river, like mercury and lead. Small bottom feeders, like snails, eat these heavy metals. Then, smaller fish eat the snails, then bigger fish eat the smaller fish, and then finally we eat the bigger fish, and are poisoned. This process is called bioaccumulation. Also, Krakatopia's factories and its dam pump heated water into the river. Heated water does not have as much dissolved oxygen, so fish who swim through it suffocate and die. I will solve the problem of bioaccumulation by telling the mines to separate their heavy metals from the river. I will solve the problem of heated water by telling the factories and dam to set up a water cooling system. One source of non-point source pollution is fertilizer. Fertilizer is what farmers use to dump on their crops. Sometimes rain washes the fertilizer away and into the river. Then algae blooms in the river. When the algae dies, bacteria eat it and hog up all the oxygen. Another example of non-point source pollution in Krakatopia is littering, especially when it comes to plastic bottles and other plastic things. Plastic breaks down in the water, and any animal that drinks the water with the plastic particles in it dies. I will solve the problem with fertilizer by telling farmers to reduce the amount of fertilizer they use on their crops. I will also tell them to be more informed about the weather so that they only throw fertilizer on their crops when weather permits. I will stop littering by placing more trash bins and recycling bins around Krakatopia so that people are less likely to throw their trash and plastic bottles into the river. I will do all of these things for the good of Krakatopia's environment if you vote for me. And if you're still not convinced, the president is voting for me, so you should too. I'm Bob Shmob and I approve this message.